Now, there's a budget showdown coming on. You would think it'd be coming on because it's around December 22nd that they have to decide if they're going to pass the budget or not. If they don't pass the budget, the government shuts down. It's very important, especially because Democrats in the past had talked about, hey, we're going to demand that the Republicans give us the DACA, the DREAM Act, to make sure the Dreamers can stay in the country. Trump, they said, had already agreed to it. It's not controversial. It polls incredibly well. Even a majority of Republicans agree with that provision about the Dreamers being able to stay here. Those are kids who were brought to the country. They had no choice in the matter, and this is the only country they've ever known, and they've done well, and they're successful, et cetera, right? Well, it turns out there isn't going to be a showdown because the Democrats have preemptively conceded, as usual. They will not fight for the DREAM Act. They will not fight for anything. They claim that a fight might come later. How many decades have we heard that horse crap? So let's go to Politico for this reporting. They explain Democratic leaders aren't going to shut down the government to save Dreamers in December. Of course not. More details. Top Democrats retreat from demands on a deal before 2018, ensures they won't get blamed for a possible shutdown, and won't upend Senate talks on a bipartisan deal combining relief for Dreamers with border security. There's a couple of things to decipher in that really important quote. Number one, when they say, well, we don't want to be blamed for the shutdown, but the Republicans control the House, the Senate, and the presidency. Yes, they need a couple of Democratic votes in the House and the Senate to get this budget passed, but hardly anyone would blame the Democrats. They'd largely blame the guys who run the government for the government shutdown. But no, Democrats don't want to take any chance at all, not 1% chance that they're going to get blamed. But would voters really blame them for fighting Trump and fighting him really hard on behalf of Dreamers, which is incredibly popular? No. So who would blame them? Donors would blame them. And why? Almost all the donors are incredibly wealthy. And if they have a government shutdown, it will affect the markets. That part is true. It would affect the markets a little bit. And then all the donors for Nancy Pelosi, which she brags about all the time, Chuck Schumer, all the financial industry in New York, but it doesn't matter, all the Democratic establishment, all their donors go, don't you dare mess with the markets. Dreamers, please. What kind of money do they have? How much have they given you in donations? No, we're done with the Dreamers, dispense with them. We're not going to be blamed for anything. Look, in a best case scenario, they're absolute cowards running away from a fight that they could easily win with Trump. That's the best case scenario. The worst case scenario is they do it because they're corrupt. That is far more likely. Now, the second part of the quote was about, oh, don't worry, we're going to get a bipartisan deal with the Republicans later on the Dreamers. How many times have we heard that before? But they also added, combined with border security. In other words, instead of using the leverage they have now over the budget, they're going to throw away that leverage. And later, since they have no leverage, they will then say, well, okay, I'll trade you the Dreamers for the wall. And then you're going to help Donald Trump build that wall. Because if you use the leverage now, your donors would be really upset. Don't mess with my markets. Okay. More details. Those negotiations, Politico reports, appear to be gaining momentum and may well bear fruit. This is talking about the so-called bipartisan negotiations on the DREAM Act. May well bear fruit this month, particularly once Republicans reach a final agreement on their long-sought package of tax cuts. Okay, you know what that means? That the Republicans are telling the Democrats, oh, after we get everything we want, the budget and the tax cuts, then we'll negotiate with you guys on the thing that you want. And Democrats go, oh, good, well, they promised. Okay, I think we're on track. We got great secret negotiations going. Look, if we had no context, and if for the last 2 decades, the Democrats didn't cave in day after day on issue after issue, then you could say, hey, Cenk, that's a little unfair. Let's see what happens. Maybe they're going to craft an unbelievable compromise and not give anything to the Republicans, instead just protect the Dreamers. Number one, you know that's not going to happen. Number two, in the context of the Democrats, that is inconceivable. They never fight. So for them to say, don't worry, the Republicans promised us that after they get the tax cuts, they'll give us what we want. Well, again, best case scenario is you're an incredibly bad politician and really, really dumb. Are you that dumb that you're gonna get swindled by Donald Trump about promises at a later time? Come on. No one believes, I don't believe Chuck Schumer's that dumb. Chuck Schumer, are you that dumb? Senator Chris Murphy, another genius, Democrat of Connecticut, an incredibly blue state with another corporate Democrat, says, obviously I want a Dreamers fix by the end of the year. It really doesn't seem that obvious to me. He continues, I'm not sure that it serves our purposes to draw hard lines in the sand in the middle of negotiations. When would you draw a hard line if it not in the middle of negotiations? What are you gonna do, draw a hard line after negotiations? After you already gave them everything they wanted? Come on, Senator Murphy, are you that dumb? Are you that dumb? You draw hard lines after the negotiation is over? Of course it helps to draw hard lines in negotiations. Then you don't know what negotiations are. What do you think? You come in with soft lines and go, all right, okay, I'll give you everything. Yes, if you're a corporate Democrat, that's what you've said to Republicans decade after decade. Okay, now, let's see if the other side has equal compunctions about drawing hard lines in the middle of a negotiation. Here's Donald Trump talking about the same issue. He says Democrats want to have illegal immigrants pouring into our country, bringing with them crime, tremendous amounts of crime. So he says, no, I'm not gonna give you the DREAM Act, even though I promised it to you earlier, and you guys went all around town bragging about how you got Trump to do a deal. Now I'm not gonna give you that deal, and then I'm gonna say you're for illegal immigrants bringing tremendous crime into the country. What happened? I thought you don't do hard line in the middle of negotiations. It sounds like he did a hard line in the middle of a negotiation, and it totally worked. Chris Murphy, why don't you just admit that you bowed down to Donald Trump because he drew a hard line and you didn't have the guts to do it? It's not about guts. You get paid not to draw those lines. Every one of your donors in Connecticut told you, heal, don't hurt our beloved markets. And you know it. I don't care how angry you get watching this, you know that that's a fact. Okay, here's Mark Meadows, a deeply conservative Republican in the House from North Carolina. Let's see if he has a problem drawing hard lines in the middle of negotiations. He says about the DREAM Act, not only is it problematic, but it will be met with such resistance that we haven't seen on the Hill for many, many years. So 2 points about that. One, seems like a hard line. Seems like one side does hard lines and the other side does nothing to help its voters or its supporters. Okay, the second part is, does that guy sound like he's gonna do a bipartisan compromise later? Democrats tell us, keep your powder dry. No, we'll get guys like that to do a deal with us later. Look, I know Mark Meadows isn't gonna do a deal under any circumstance, because that's not who he is. How come we don't have fighters like that on our side? How come we have nothing but cowards who'll never fight? Let's fire them all, man. Get nothing but Justice Democrats who don't take big donor money, or whoever you think is uncorrupted. It isn't about any particular brand or anything like that. It has to be about people who don't serve their donors. But these guys all do, all these corporate Democrats do. So now let's go to Nancy Pelosi. You said you were gonna fight for the DREAM Act. What does she say now? Quote, Democrats are not willing to shut the government down. No. Let me see a picture of Pelosi and Schumer here. I want to make sure that I'm not misunderstanding the situation here, right? You got Dick Durbin there, Kamala Harris, all these Democrats. Oh, what's that sign? Hashtag protect dreamers. Nah, not so much. We're just kidding. We're not going to fight for the dreamers at all. We'll do press conferences pretending to fight for the dreamers, but when we have leverage over the budget, we'll do nothing. Just own it. Well, Nancy Pelosi does. She says, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to shut the government down. Look, by the way, the government doesn't have to be shut down. We're not doctrinarian right-wingers. But you need to negotiate. If you unilaterally surrender every time as you've done here, then you'll get nothing. You'll get nothing, which is what we always get as progressives from these weak, terrible so-called Democrats. Okay, you wonder why I get mad at him. This is why I get mad. Here's Sheldon Whitehouse, sellout Whitehouse. Okay, He's decent on some issues, and then he'll do this because they're all hooked on the money. Okay, he says, I do not want to participate in creating an environment in which anything looks like an ultimatum that could be used by the Republicans to shift the blame for a shutdown. So for now, I'm satisfied to see the progress that continues to be made. Well, first of all, Senator Whitehouse, there is no progress. You claim there's secret progress with secretly reasonable Republicans. Let me be absolutely clear. I don't believe you. And there's not a single progressive in the country who doesn't wear a D on their helmet, who doesn't do pom-poms for the Democratic Party. An actual progressive. There isn't a single one of us that believes that you have a secret negotiation with Donald Trump and right-wing Republicans that's going well. And then you tell us, no, we don't want to be blamed for the shutdown. You don't want to create an ultimatum. Why? I just showed you, I proved to you that the other side has nothing but ultimatums. And guess what it did? It worked. They gave you an ultimatum and you healed and you listened to their ultimatum. So don't tell me ultimatums don't work because Trump just slapped you across the face with one and you said, thank you, sir, may I have another? I wonder why we don't believe you that you're going to resist Trump. Nice press conferences, a lot of BS there. Are you actually fighting on policy? Never. Same old Democrats. Back to Politico. Schumer and Pelosi have taken pains in recent weeks to control the narrative. Isn't that what they're always about? They're gonna be very angry because they haven't controlled this narrative. To control the narrative around the fate of dreamers, both privately and publicly, in an effort to keep the issue from getting even more politically charged and derailing any chances of a bipartisan deal. They love their bipartisan deals. When they do bipartisan deals, and they do it all the time actually, it's a misnomer in the mainstream media they don't. Watch out for your wallets, because they're gonna pick them. They're gonna pick your pocket and they're gonna give it to their donors. So you will have the giant tax cuts and Nancy Pelosi's donors will be elated. You will have no budget showdown. They will just take the Republican version and pass it, and donors will be elated. And there will be no compromise, no bipartisan agreement, and there'll be no and look, they can prove me wrong. If there is later, I will eat crow. You guys have seen me do it. You see me when I take credit for things I got right, and I'll tell you the minute I got it wrong. If it turns out they pass a clean DREAM Act after the budget, and the Republicans were telling the truth, and they say, oh, Nancy and Chuck, thanks so much for everything we wanted. Now we're gonna give you what you want. Here's the DREAM Act, and you don't have to worry about the wall. We're not gonna attach anything else to it. Great, and then I'll come out here and say, oh my God, guys, I'm sorry. It turns out they were master legislators like they claim. Who thinks that's gonna happen? Oh, come on. Let's give away all of our leverage, then hope that they negotiate later. Again, if you've ever done negotiations, that's the dumbest thing anyone has ever said about negotiations. Okay, more. One possibility, according to aides, is for Democrats is to secure, ready for this? To secure a handshake agreement with Republican leaders to address the issue early next year. Oh, you've got a handshake from the Republicans, do you? And that's your best hope, is a handshake from the Republicans? And if you noticed, in the beginning, they said they were gonna do the DREAM Act as part of the budget. Now that's off the table. Then at some point they said, well, I mean, maybe not during the budget showdown, but before the end of the year, and Nancy Pelosi was very specific about that. She said before the end of the year. Now, we're talking about a possible handshake deal after the end of the year. They're the worst of the worst. And what do they actually think? Well, I think this is the most telling part in a sense. Politico is quoting a Democratic aide. So this person knows what the Democrats are talking about behind closed doors. A senior Democratic aide cautioned that the party has, quote, not given up the ghost yet on bipartisan Senate negotiations bearing fruit this month. That's about DACA, the Dreamers. So privately, they think it's a ghost. And they haven't given up all hope yet on that ghost, while they tell you publicly, oh yeah, we got handshake after handshake with the Republicans. After we give them everything they ever wanted while pretending to resist them, then we'll turn around later, way later, and see if we can revive the dead ghost of the thing that we promised you, but we were lying about the whole time. hey, listen, I didn't say that you were going to do the DREAM Act in the budget. I didn't say you were going to do it before the end of the year. I never believed in you in the first place. As usual, I was right. You're the ones who said it. And you said it, now you're saying, just what, kidding? Were you kidding? Was that a joke? No, you were lying. You were lying. And the reason that they lied is because they just wanted to appease you. They don't want to work for you. They want to work for their donors. These corporate Democrats sicken me. There are a couple of good Democrats in Congress, guys like Raul Grijalva, Ro Khanna, some members of the Progressive Caucus. So we had, we did a video with Grijalva, justdemocrats.com/no dream, no deal. That was the bare minimum that if you don't have the DREAM Act, you're not going to have a budget deal. So there are progressives in Congress fighting for it like Grijalva. Did we get it? No. Democratic leadership, usual complete surrender to Donald Trump. Just pathetic. Now you want to know what you should actually do? You should do justdemocrats.com/AmericansAgree. You know what that is? And all these links are in the description box. That's saying, hey, you want a budget? Then we want 3 things. And they all test above 60%, not among Democrats, among all Americans. So all Americans agree. One is the DREAM Act, the other is net neutrality, and the third is protecting Social Security and Medicare. So these are easy asks, and it puts the Republicans in a tough position. So if you're doing negotiations and then the Republicans come out and go, no, I want to oppose all 3 of those things that poll anywhere ranging from 60 to 85% in the country. Well, have at it, Hoss. Take the position that is incredibly unpopular, but Democrats won't do that. You could easily, go in that direction, but they say no, as usual, a Schumer-Pelosi-led surrender. Don't vote for the corrupted Democrats. Whether it's just Democrats or anyone else, that's your choice to make. But vote for uncorrupted Democrats. They take large donors, they serve large donors. They take private checks, they serve private interests. It's just simple human nature. Like all of you already know, they don't work for you, they work for their donors. So fire them and hire people who will only work for you that say no corporate PAC money. Otherwise, it's corruption 101, and yes, on that, they have a bipartisan deal. Trump and the Republicans and the Democratic leadership agree that the rich will have their tax cuts and they will have their budget and their beloved markets will never ever be disturbed. Your kids and your families, they might be uprooted, they'll be significantly disturbed. They might be ripped apart, but that's not their donors' problems, that's your problem. That's who the corporate Democrats are. Young Turks. If you like this video, bless your heart. We got a lot more where that came from. We do a full show every day, Monday through Friday. Come enjoy it ad-free by becoming a member, tytnetwork.com/join.